Hello everyone. Today I'm going to start the new topic that is related to the Raspberry Pi. So our agenda is what means uh, how to get the IP address without involving Ethernet cable. Okay. So discussing one by one each and every topic. First, what is the agenda? What is the prerequisite? Then what type of software I need in this demo. Then we need to download and install such software. So discussing about some important points, then all the steps, then jumping on the testing and demo. Okay, so fine. So what is the agenda? As you observe on my screen, means getting IP address of Raspberry Pi, okay, without cable and monitor. So first, what is the prerequisite for you? For your understanding, you must have some basic idea about the Raspberry Pi. Okay, only then you can enjoy this session, and you must possess some knowledge about the IP addressing concept in the networking. Okay, not in depth, but a small amount, a little bit knowledge. This is requirement. So which software I need in this? So two software you need to download and install that one. So first one is what advanced IP scanner, and second one is what the PuTTY. Okay, so what is the purpose of the advanced IP scanner? Through this actually I can get the actual IP assigned to my Raspberry Pi, and PuTTY for the testing purpose, whether I am able to access my Raspberry Pi or on my Windows screen or not. Okay, so these two software you need to download and install. Okay, next one. So first, very first, already I have downloaded it. So we need to download and install these two things. Okay, I will demonstrate that one, how to get that one. First, let me finish the all concepts. So some important points we have. So our laptop and Raspberry Pi must be in the same network. What is this point, guys? Actually, means you may have two or three different mobiles which is producing the network. Okay, so means your Raspberry Pi and your laptop must be connected into that one. Okay, means these two devices must be in the same network. In my case, network is produced by my mobile, so mobile network is going to produce different IPs for different devices. Okay, so that is IP for the laptop, IP for the Raspberry Pi, etc. So in the laptop, very first you need to choose the SSID and password for my laptop, for my mobile. Okay, what are all steps? Very first, provide the network in laptop by mobile. Next step is what? Get IP address of Wi-Fi adapter in laptop using the command ipconfig. Okay, using the ipconfig, I will get the IP address assigned to my laptop. Okay, then so here in my case, which I executed previously, means I have 192.168.43.151. Okay, heading is what? Wireless LAN adapter Wi-Fi. So next one, so from this IP 192.168.1.43.151, we get the range, means that is 192.168.43.1 to 192.168.43.254. It means each and every device is connected within this network must have some IP from this range. Okay, means observe the last two octet starting from the 43 and 43.1 up to 43.254. Means I am sure IP is assigned to the Raspberry Pi within this range. Okay, so using the IP scanner, then I will get the actual IP assigned to the Raspberry Pi. Next one, so each and every device is connected in this network must have the IP addresses within this range. So open the IP scanner and provide this range. Now scan it. So we will get all the lists of IPs provided by this network. So before scanning, we have to power up the Raspberry Pi. Obviously, only then that Raspberry Pi can get the IP address. So these are the all steps involved. Now I'm going to discuss each and everything. So note on the IP of the Raspberry Pi from this list, and we will use in the PuTTY. So in the testing, after downloading and installing PuTTY, opening it, then we have to choose the serial and provide that actual IP address there, and port number I have to mention the 22. Then we will be able to access the Raspberry Pi on my laptop on my Windows 10. Okay, so these are the steps. So discussing one by one. So very first, what I am going to do, so very first I am choosing the SSID. Already I have connected this one, Redmi DKC. Already it is connected. Okay, fine. Next step is what? So we need to download, type here advanced IP scanner. Click on the first one. Yes, free download. Scanner network. Yes, it is that one. So free download. Already in my laptop it is available, so I am not downloading this one. I am cancelling it. Okay, so just showing for you, and this is the one which you need. So just a minute. Yes, this one. It looks like this one, advanced IP scanner, this one. So already I installed this one, so I am not showing the installation procedure. Okay, very simple, that one. Next one, next what you have to do, you have to download the PuTTY. So just type here PuTTY for Windows 10. Now just click on this one, or you can choose the another one also, no problem. Just I'm choosing the first one. So yes, a free download. Just click here, free download for the Windows. So I am not downloading, as already I have that one. So this is the one way. Just I'm cancelling it. So I'm closing this one. So it looks like this one, PuTTY 64-bit as a 0.75 installer like this, or this is the today version. Already I have the previous one. Yes, this one like this. Okay, so I have that, I have already that one. So next step, already I have chosen the network, and I have downloaded these two things. Then what is next step? Just let me show. So see here, this is the Raspberry Pi. Okay, so first I am connecting this. First supply the power. So here I'm supplying the power to this Raspberry Pi. Okay, then I'm opening the command prompt, and here just you need to type ipconfig. Now observe from this list, means this one, or wireless LAN adapter Wi-Fi 192.168.43.151. This is the IP assigned to this laptop. Okay, so I'm sure, means each and every devices must have the IP also related to this one. First 2 octet is same, first 3 octet is same, will be same, 192.168.43, this will be the same. Okay, only the last octet means 151, 152 like this will be changing. Okay, so next is what, just I need to open the IP scanner. So here just opening this one, advanced IP scanner, already you installed that one. Now here just supply that range. So I think this is right, 192.168.43.12, 192.168.43.254. Yes, it is okay. Now just click on the scan. Okay, means once again I'm sure each and every device is connected to this network, my mobile network must have the IP related to this one. So scan this. It is taking some time because it has to scan each and every. So one I got, two I got, just wait. Definitely I will be getting the IP assigned to the Raspberry Pi. Yes, this one, second one, yes, I got this one. So just notice, so first what I am doing, just I am copying this one, copy. Now observe means this is the IP. On means what, it is Raspberry Pi is in the ready state. So this one 192.168.43.104, this is the IP assigned to this Raspberry Pi. Okay, so this is the main problem. Okay, when you start your work on the Raspberry Pi, getting the IP address, if you don't follow this procedure, then you need the monitor, you need a HDMI cable like this. So without such thing, how we can get that one? So I got the final stage. Next, what is our next step? Already let me, what is the next step? I got this one. Now it is time to test that one. So how to test that one? Okay, so obviously for testing, so once again, what is the role of the IP scanner? To get the actual IP address. Okay, what is the role of the PuTTY? Now for testing whether it is right or not, means whether we are able to access by Raspberry Pi or not. Okay, so I am opening the PuTTY. So here on the taskbar I have that one. Yes, now here you have to choose SSH. In the PowerPoint there is some mistake. What just a minute, not serial, this is the wrong, guys, not serial. Actually here what we should write, SSH. This is the correct one. So you have to choose the SSH and provide the IP address. So here already SSH is ticked marked. Okay, now here supply the IP address. So this is not the way, just a minute. So Control C. Yes, and port number 22. So this is the IPS, and just click on the open. Now observe means, if you observe such a dialog box, it means you are in the position to access the your Raspberry Pi. Now you need to supply the username password. By default username is what, PI, and password is what, Raspberry, RASPBERRY. Okay, now hit enter. Yes, means see here, actually means on my window, this is not related to the my laptop. Actually this is related to that Raspberry Pi board. Okay, means I am accessing that Raspberry Pi board, okay, on my window machine, on my laptop. Okay, so we can do each and everything. For example, this is related to the Linux, so you must have knowledge about the Linux basic commands. So here pressing ls pwd ls-l, each and everything, it is clear. As for the clear, is clear, clear. Okay, so many things we have. Suppose I want to jump in the desktop, so cd desktop. Now I'm in the desktop, so pwd desktop. So what are the contents in the desktop? So many things. Okay, so this is the way to get that. So meeting you in the next demo. Okay, so once again, this process involves how to get the actual IP address sent to the Raspberry Pi without any Ethernet cable and without a monitor. Now I'm going to stop. So before this, so you need to use exit. Yes, it is done. Okay, I'm stopping the session. Thank you for watching. Meeting you in the next session.